So the most common pitfall that we see with M&A is speed. There are a couple of different things. Number one is there's that whole silent period where you can't do anything. You have to continue to operate as two separate entities, and then you actually have the official go live and acquisition date. And there is always tremendous pressure on everybody involved to accelerate the time period from that point of acquisition to completed acquisition or to completed integration. What ends up happening is if you have a crumbly cybersecurity foundation to begin with, and there's that tremendous pressure to accelerate the integration of the new acquired organization in, you're now going to be building this house on a crumbly foundation, and it just leaves so many holes for different entities to be able to take advantage of the situation and potentially exploit one or both organizations at a point of weakness.
Security is huge when it comes to M&A activity, and I think the biggest thing they have to do is just assess their overall security posture. And it still goes back to the technical debt conversation, even when it comes to security, is let's secure our target environment where we need it to be, where we want it to be, and let's understand how to get that source environment into the target in a secure fashion that we're not absorbing technical debt and opening up more security holes.
And one of the first things that we think about when we're onboarding a new company is, what does the integration look like? A lot of times that revolves around centralizing and leveraging standardized systems. And so by nature, there has to be some level of connectivity and integration that happens. But you still don't know this company. Like, they are still a foreign entity to you. And so that's something that should never be taken lightly. In fact, lots of organizations, as they go through M&A, actually establish a barrier. There's a way to provide access to various different applications and data sets, but it is not a completely open door policy. So really making sure that it's a very, very measured and controlled overall integration process is extremely important. Leveraging technologies and solutions like full stack observability, looking at microsegmentations, technologies and strategies, ways to identify anomalous behaviors, and really helping to identify, quarantine, and remediate those as quickly as possible. Because it's way too easy to be like, oh, no problem, we just plug a couple things in, connectivity goes, applications are online, we're ready to do business. That is a huge risk for everybody involved. It needs to start at the top, where it's organization. You're looking at policy and procedure. You start to look at InfoSec and best practices and risk management, and then you actually start getting into the technology conversations. And so really understanding that these are two separate entities coming together, that there is not an inherent boundary of trust between them, and making sure that you're following a systemic and purposeful approach to actually driving that integration with security at the heart.